Hello, hello. It's me, LaShawn, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am the mother of three. I am also a United States Navy veteran. I'm also a scrub tech, and now I'm here on YouTube. So thanks for joining me. If you would like to, you could like this video, you could share this video, you could put a comment, what you liked, what you didn't like, and if you really enjoyed it, at the end, click the subscription button. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get started. I have to clear my throat because we can... I don't want to stop the video at any time, so I try to do that whether I have to or not. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about living in low income, because that seems to be a big topic, and a lot of people are ashamed, embarrassed, or whatever the situation is. And I'm not embarrassed. I'm going to tell you my story, and I hope that it helps and inspires you in some way. And those that know my story know why I live in low income. And if you are watching this and for some reason you're feeling ashamed and embarrassed because of where you're living, just know that it's only a temporary situation. It is meant to help you, not to hold you back. And if you're doing all the things you need to move forward, then why should you worry about the external and what people think? Because everybody's got an opinion, trust me. Since I've been on Facebook, since I've been on Instagram, since I've been, YouTube now, people got, let me put that another way. There are some people that's got nothing nice to say at all. So you're going to always have the negative people. But some people they feel a certain way about people that are getting programs or receiving food stamps or this or that or low income. They have a perception in their head of what they think those type of people are or do or are about. And so I debunked that a long time ago. See, this is what I've learned in my 51 years. That's right, I'm 51 and still looking good. But anyway, you gotta put the jokes in there. This is what I've learned. That people, just because of what they present doesn't mean that's really what is. Okay? Because I had a nice house, a husband and a life and all those wonderful things. And I met people who was living in beautiful houses, but you open the door, wasn't nothing in there. They was house poor. But they had the persona of they was all that in this big old 2-story house and all these things that they had. But they was living paycheck to paycheck and struggling. My thing is this. Don't judge people, because you might be one paycheck away from being homeless yourself. And you don't know what that person been through. See, I've been through a lot of stages in my life. I've been up here, I've been down there, and I spent a lot of time in between. Okay? And let me tell you something. I'm one of the most humble people you'll ever meet. And I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell it like it is, because I'm not trying to please people. Those days are over. When you get in your 50s, I don't know when the light bulb went off or whatever, but that was young me, 20-some-year-old me, who always wanted things and who always wanted the approval of others. I'm way past that. I don't found that peace that I searched for. I don't found God. I don't need none of those things. Back to low income housing, because I do get off track. But I have to say those things because people are going to have a perception of your story no matter what. So work in your own lane, focus on your own story, and don't worry about the people over there. Just do like this, put your blinders, do like this, and don't worry about those people on the side. Back to low income. Now, if you hit the realm where you're making under a certain amount of money, you can apply for low income. That's what I did. After my divorce, I was on a fixed income, and I had to be smart. I had to be smart. Now, Without getting too much of my own personal business out there, I'll tell you, it was a hard decision, but I did it. I didn't have any money saved. I didn't have a plan. My house went into foreclosure, okay? That's right. My house went into foreclosure. No shame. Because I learned from that lesson. If you're not learning anything, then it's shame on you. You have to learn everything. And I had no choice. I applied for low income. They told me, oh, it'll be an 18-month waiting list. And I was like, well, I'm going to be homeless in 18 months. That's what I told the lady. I ain't got enough money saved for that. I ain't got no plan. My life is falling apart. I'm going through a divorce. I have nothing. And I can't afford to stay in that house. I can't pay this mortgage. I can't, if the roof, somehow with the roof, I can't do this. Stop trying to be like the Joneses. If you can't do it, you can't do it. I almost drowned because I kept trying to, just because I had this house, I couldn't afford to stay there. Come on. Don't make the same mistakes I did. If you have to get help, ask for help. I say that all the time because I never asked for help. I was much too proud. Wasn't nobody gonna know that I couldn't afford to stay in that house. I didn't want nobody to know that. Oh no. I don't grow out of that. But let's get back on track. You apply, you do what you gotta do. And if you got babies and you gotta feed those babies, or you a single parent or anything like that, get with the program fast. Always put your kids before yourself. They eat, then you eat, if you can at all. And most of these young people today, they got it all twisted in their head. They ain't got their priorities right. And I didn't want to get preachy in this video, but the thing is low income is here to help, and I needed help. And I'm here because I live on a budget. I got everything that I need. It's a lot of things that I want or did want, but I got exactly what I need. I got the love of God, the love of my children, the love of my friends, the love of my family, and my health is good enough where I'm not suffering. So I have everything I need. Thank you, Father. Thank you. That's a revelation that you have to come to and decide, what are you going to do? What are you going to leave for your children? What message are you giving your children now? It's much better than sleeping in your car. So put the pride aside. If you need help, ask for it. And if you struggling, you homeless, you was on the street, you stand with a friend, whatever, go down to your local housing authority and fill out the application. That's your first step. Do all the steps it takes to get your application processed and in the system. And it's not going to be overnight because the list is ridiculous. And the bigger the city, the bigger the list. Trust me, the bigger the city, the bigger the list. But don't let that detract you from focusing on getting a place for you and your children. Get on the list. And while you're doing that, prepare for moving into your place. Do everything you need to be successful in that place so you don't have to be there forever. And that's the lesson for the day. Low income housing, don't frown on it. Don't frown about the people there. I've met some wonderful people in low income. I mean, I've met people who, not in this particular place I'm at now. The place I'm at now is different. It's for people of a certain age or ailments, medical problems, that type of thing. It's like assisted living, this type of situation I'm in now. But I lived in a family low income place, people with 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms. You had young girls working and going to school as single parents. You had grown men and women who had families but lived in low income because their house went in foreclosure and they did what they have to do. So you need to think about that today. What steps am I taking to change my situation? And low income is a way to help you. So do your research. If you're here watching this video, that means you know how to use a phone, okay? Or you know how to use a laptop. And you might not have one. You might be at the library, because we all been there. See, people who don't know what you've been through, let them keep on judging you on the side while you elevating, okay? While you finna claim the victory. because you asked for help and you got with the program and you stayed focused. So stay focused, get with the program. Find out where your local housing authority is. Do the paperwork. Take your time. Do it right. Turn it in. They will give you deadlines because they got just too many people. They ain't got time for the people who ain't going to have no follow through. Fill out your paperwork. Turn it in. They're going to tell you, oh, it's 18 months. It's 24 months, whatever. Maybe, maybe not. You got a lot of people that do the motions, but they never make it to the finish line. And that's what you're going to learn with low income or HUD or Section 8, whatever you're trying to get, is that it's a lot of people who say, oh, I really want a place for me and my kids, but they don't want to do the paperwork. They don't want to get the background checks. They don't want to do this and that. Do what you got to do to save your family. Do what you got to do to protect your family, to feed your family, and to be a positive role model for your family. It starts today, and you can do it. You can do it. Okay, that's it. Didn't want to be too preachy, but if you need help, ask for it. So let's breathe in and breathe out and come on, because I am meeting my friend Michelle today, okay? And I'm ready to eat. So let's wrap this up, B. Okay, we'll talk about my friend Michelle on another video. I love that girl. Anyway, breathe in and breathe out. Whew. Okay. Whew. All right, you guys. All right. Now, today is going to be a good day. It's going to be a great day. And you know why? Because I said it's going to be a good day. Because I can feel it. And you have to go out there and attack this day like you fighting for your life. This is your time. This is your season. And make a difference today. Make a decision today to move forward and stop moving sideways. Find out what you got to do to help yourself and your family. Okay? It's not going to be easy now. But you know you got to work hard for stuff. Ain't nothing coming easy. Ain't no dollar bills falling from the ceiling. Because if they was, I would be collecting them and I wouldn't be making this video. Okay. Remember, God loves you and so do I. Okay? Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.